Hello and welcome, my friends, to something kind of new and shiny and beautiful and bright and amazing, but also something kind of old and sort of gross and moldy. It's kind of like when you have some old bread and you're like, oh yeah, man, this sandwich tastes delicious, and all of a sudden you take a bite and you're like, oh, it tastes a little bit funny, right? And you look at the bread, you're like, oh crap, dude, there's giant green spots of mold, and you're like, I just ate that crap. I'm probably gonna die from that. It's happened to me a few times. So be careful. Sometimes you don't know when mold's going to pop onto your bread. Nonetheless, let's talk about what the heck's going on. This is BTD5 Flash version. Like I said, kind of old, right? We haven't played BTD5 Flash in a long time. Used to be the main thing that we did. Why did we stop? Well, we kind of stopped because it got kind of old. There's not really that many updates for it, and we've beaten pretty much all of the maps on the hardest mode, so there's really not that much else to do right now. Makes sense. So we kind of moved on to other bigger, better things like BTD Battles Mobile and everything. So that's kind of what happened. But now they came out with something new on here. There's BTD5 quests. So, are they good? Are they interesting? Let's explain exactly what they are. So first of all, the quests change up every day or few days. I noticed that the 3 quests for me right now currently is a 3-day quest to get 1,000 monkey money, a 1-day quest or 24 hours to get 1,000 road spikes to pop balloons, and then also, I believe it was rainbow balloons. I think we had to pop a certain number of rainbow balloons, like, I don't know, 20,000 rainbows or something like that, which it really isn't that bad when you think about it. Like, once you get late game, you're popping crap tons of rainbows. For shiznit, man. And that one also is only 24 hours. So, what are the quests really designed for? If somebody's actually playing BTD5 pretty consistently, or just playing some of the maps, it's just gonna happen. You're gonna get these quests just finished. On the other hand, I don't really think the quests are designed for people like me who have already beaten the game to come back here and want to replay the map. It's just not gonna make me want to do that. Being totally straight with you guys. But on the other hand, like I said, if I'm still trying to play this game and I'm still like trying to beat some of these maps and everything, adding these little extra things in there might actually be kind of fun, because I'm like, oh, I can do this as like sort of a side quest to beating these maps and getting the medals for them. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, what I did was I picked this map because I didn't have medium beat for it yet, and I have a double monkey money week thingamabob right now, so I'm getting $800 just by beating this silly little map, which is pretty freaking sweet. So I obviously farmed really ridiculously heavy. Is there a reason behind that? Well, usually when I do that, it makes the late game just a little bit easier. But one thing I want to point out is you have to read these quests very, very carefully. They tricked me, because I said pop 1,000 balloons using road spikes, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm just going to use spikes out of a spike factory, because those are road spikes, right? Wrong! They tricked me. They absolutely tricked me. I was trying to do all 3 of these quests at once, or at least trying to do these quests. And they ended up not working for me because the spike factories didn't count as spikes. At least I don't think so. No, I'm pretty darn sure, because I got a bunch of 2-3 spike factories as well. Now, if it was weird and something crazy happened where I got like 3-2 spike factories didn't count, then it would be okay. But no, that's not what happened. So anyways, if you're wondering what the heck's going on right now, what am I doing, man? So I'm gonna do some regrow farming. What? Yeah, I wanted to get rid of I wanted to pop all these regrow rainbows, dude. So, regrow farming doesn't actually give me any money, but one of the quests is to pop a certain number of rainbows. So I'm like, alright, let's do this in style. Yeah, man, we got this going like crazy. And just in case these guys do start to overwhelm me, I'll sell something and get a ground zero and just annihilate a bunch of them really quickly. Makes sense, right? So, now that we understand like what the quests actually are, is it worth it? Like, what do you get out of it? Do you get some experience, or do you go up a level, or what actually happens? Well, you can either get monkey money. I've only seen 2 different things. You can either get monkey money or a free tower. But what do I mean by a free tower? It's kind of weird, right? Well, basically, like a little 1 will pop up on like where you see the towers on the right there. A little 1 will pop up there, or 2, or whatever, how many of you unlock as free towers. And you get to use them at any point in the game. Obviously, the best time to use them would be on very, very hard maps, and use them on round 1. Especially, once I get 1,000 monkey money, I'm going to get a free banana farm. So that means, yes, at round 0, before the game even starts, I can put a banana farm down. Do you know how much extra money that is? I can start with I can literally get a 1-0 banana farm on round 0. I still have enough money to get a dart monkey, or maybe 2. So that's just absolutely crazy. And then, actually, you know what? I lied. It wasn't Rigger Rainbows anymore. That was yesterday's quest. Today's quest was to pop it was to get 50 ground zeros. I had to use 50 ground zero abilities. So I don't even know why I did regrow farming anymore. I don't know. I guess I just did for no reason. And it kind of makes it feel kind of silly right now. Anyways, so we're just right now trying to get all 50 ground zero abilities going on in here. I honestly don't know how many I did. I should have probably started counting right from the get-go, but I lost count. So I just started spamming these guys. I'm like, alright, we're done. We're finished. Let's see what we did. So we collect 100 monkey money for using pound zero, and then rolling it. Did we earn 1,000 monkey money? Sadly, no. And then I found out, I was like, no, the road spikes, that didn't count for me. The 4-2 spike factory didn't count as road spikes. So it kind of makes sense, but just be careful, man. Just be careful. They'll probably say spike factories if they want to use spike factories. They'll probably say road spikes if they want you to use road spikes. So it's actually not that bad. You might be thinking, oh, Chris, you're never going to be able to pop 1,000 balloons using road spikes. It's going to take forever. Not quite. It's actually going to be, honestly, quite simple. As soon as we get a banana farm, we're like, hey, we're going to road spike these guys. You wouldn't realize it, but you can actually survive for a pretty reasonably long time just using road spikes. Especially if you use them quite accurately. Because if you look at the RBE down on the bottom down there, you can just use that to know how many road spikes you have to spam. Because 185, I know I have to click 18 sets of road spikes. Or really, I could do 17 because it's 11 road spikes per thing. So you can multiply that, shiznit out, and you can figure it out pretty quick. Nonetheless, we ended up doing this road spike thingamabob, and we got all these things, and I'm just going to wait, because you know what, the monkey money, it counts for beating stuff, for unlocking the chests, and or getting monkey money from getting other quests finished. So it works out pretty awesome. But anyways, that's all I'm going to have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button for me. I'd really appreciate that, and have a super duper delicious day.